Now, you've seen him on your feed, on your screen. He's usually dripping in gold behind the wheel of a $300,000 car or sipping espresso on a yacht with some caption like, "If you're not waking up in Dubai, you're losing." Everything about him screams dominance, wealth, power. But here's the question. Is that strength? Or is it just a performance? Today, we're diving deep into two visions of masculinity in modern culture. One is obsessed with appearance, validation, and control, and the other lives for purpose, growth, and service. Two men, two legacies. Let's break them down. Wait a second. Every morning I come down to my studio that I have scheduled out when I get to put in work and I start doing research. I'm putting together projects, I'm writing, I'm researching, I'm editing videos, I'm publishing things, creating shorts and clipping out of my main long form content. There's a lot to get done as a solo startup creator. And we're all doing the same thing, whether it looks like this for you or looks totally different. Men every single day are waking up, going to work, doing their thing to protect, provide, and care for people. On the grind, the real grind. But then when you're scrolling through social media and you're looking through all the different ways that culture portrays men and masculinity right now, you're confronted by, oh my God, there he is again. I mean, the guy's got millions of followers, so maybe he's doing something right. All right, let's talk about it. Meet the Hyperluxury Alpha. This guy isn't just living, he's broadcasting. Every moment is curated. Every action is optimized for attention. For him, success isn't about who he is. It's about what he can show you. The car, European and rare. The watch, iced out and custom. The skincare, sparkling lemon water soaks because, well, you wouldn't understand. He's the main character in his own luxury movie, and you're just the audience, as well as everybody else. But under the flash, there's a pattern. Validation becomes currency. Power becomes identity. Dominance becomes the goal. It's not about success. It's about proving that you're better than something, anything. Mostly just people. I mean, you've heard the language, alpha versus betas, grind 24/7, no excuses, get rich or die trying. Like, you've heard all the now culturally cliches that used to be like super swaggy and super hyper masculine and super cool and edgy. And now it's just like, yeah, we found those in the Urban Dictionary. Life is a status game and the Hyperluxury Alpha is playing to win. But here's the catch. What happens when the likes stop? And they will stop. What happens when the money fades? And in a lot of cases, it fades. What happens when the follower count stops skyrocketing and you're forced to stop bragging about follower count because what you're doing is skyrocketing your follower count now, but what if you keep doing the same routine and you get less traction because we've moved on with the next trend and society's moved on with the next thing that's fascinating or cool or that everyone can parody for fun? What happens when it's over? For the Hyperluxury Alpha, worth is external. Without the flex, who is he? Like, really? Oh, by the way, if you've ever soaked your face in sparkling bottled water, hit the subscribe button. Now, that's not for everybody, but you know, if that's you and you're on that hustle and on that level, join the club. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make it happen. Be a king. Now let's meet a different man. He doesn't need to broadcast because his life is more of a mission. It's really not a movie. It's not flashy, but he's strong. He's not loud, but his presence does speak. This is the grounded man, the one who builds, protects, and provides. He finds value in virtue, not validation. Where the Hyperluxury Alpha demands submission, the grounded man works to earn respect. He's driven, but not by status. And he is disciplined, but it's not for applause and not to put timestamps and show the world what your routine is. He's disciplined just to be disciplined. His mindset is stoic, steady, resilient. He knows life will bring pain, setbacks, and even loss, but instead of running, he stands. Instead of complaining, he acts. And instead of flexing, he serves. It's not about him. He takes the back seat. Last place always. So for him, masculinity isn't about a conquest. It's about character. He defers when it's wise and he leads when it's needed. He protects when others can't. And we need more protectors. And protectors need to be more vicious than the predator. It's a tough job. Maybe you're up for it. See, the genuine grounded man, his worth is internal. His legacy is written in how he loves, how he builds, how he endures through things, stays steady, and protects and provides. It's not about how wealthy he can be or how many people can be at his command or how many people can clean up broken bottles for him when he slaps them on tile or concrete for some weird reason randomly. What's up, Yoshi? So let's compare. There's different categories. There's validation, adversity, relationships, and success. Hyperluxury Alpha, he needs the world to tell him he's got king energy. He feeds off of that, and that's where his validation and his self-worth comes from. The grounded man, his worth comes from being, this is gonna sound so corny, from being a king in his soul. Like even when no one's watching, he's got the king energy, and honestly, he couldn't care less whether anyone ever sees it or not. Relationships, Hyperluxury Alpha, well, I don't even know if he has real relationships. He uses people to reflect his power, basically able to hold his camera and shoot B-roll of cleaning up broken bottles or grabbing his car door for him. The grounded man, he serves others and he earns trust and earns respect through keeping his head down and really actually being on a grind. In adversity, Hyperluxury Alpha, he hides weakness and avoids failure. I mean, look, I don't have the most perfect skin, and if anyone's watched any of my recent videos with the 4K cam, that's pretty obvious. The Hyperluxury Alpha, he's got to have that skincare routine, not because he's worried about skin health, but God, he's got to look good in 4K. The grounded man faces hardships head on and chooses to grow through it. And success, Hyperluxury Alpha measures it in likes and dollars, and more specifically, projecting dominance or power. The grounded man measures it in character and in growth and in impact. There are two pathways that you see splitting out in modern culture. And this trend that's been crazy parodied, but it's still the hyper masculine daily routine guys are getting millions of followers. Who's following these people? Look, it's two paths. One builds a brand. One builds a legacy. One wants to be seen. One wants to be remembered by the people he served, protected, and loved. So here's the truth. You don't need to soak your face in sparkling water to be a man. You don't need a Lambo to lead. You don't need to make stupid quotes about leading like either you're a leader or a follower. Yeah, those are kind of the only two options anyway. Look, real masculinity isn't about flexing or showing your dominance or how wealthy and well dialed in your morning routine is. It's about standing firm and not bending to the wind regardless of the circumstances, and the good and the bad. It's about choosing duty over ego and service over dominance and real purpose over follows and likes and applause. So you get to choose. Sunrise culture. Do you live for performance, or will you live for a mission, for a purpose? Will you be the man who collects praise and makes that his end goal, or the man who wants to earn respect? In a world chasing attention, be a man who commands respect by how he lives, regardless of anyone is watching. No flash needed, just strength and purpose and legacy. So which man will you be? And that's it. We are done and dusted. Sunrise culture, firm handshakes, and a crisp salute from the captain. Thanks for joining today. Listen, if you've seen this guy around, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, you'll find out soon enough. And go throw some lights on the parodies, because they're worth your time. Check out this video right here, because it's an important key to this conversation, and it's an ongoing conversation about what cultural masculinity really is. So check it out. Pull that hood up. Stay smart. I'll see you on the next one. Whatever. The Hyperluxury Alpha.